First of all, 20th win of the season, important milestone for y'all. How does it feel? And how do you think your team played today?
Yeah, it was a good win. I mean, great battle by those guys over there. But for us, just winning today was important. You look at it for the year so far. You always want to try to win 20 games before you lose 10. So that was a big game today of trying to get to that 20 mark. Yesterday was our last game was halfway through the season. So kind of had a reflection day yesterday of what's got us to this point, what we've done great, but also things that we got to get better at, right? I think at this point in time in the season, we've done a lot of things good, but a lot of things we got to get better at. And we approached that yesterday to when we look up in 28 more games, what's going to be better for us. And so end of the day, really good battle. Made some big swings when it counted. Obviously 4 homers tonight. Manny, great night. Stu with the big homer, and of course Chase's home run to tie the record. But obviously pitching wise, you're gonna be tired this week. Everybody's on short rest, and they found a way to battle. So we leave Thursday night with a win.
Yeah, you mentioned the pitching. Kyle had a bit, I would say, a gutsy outing.
Yep.
Got himself out of some tough jams. How would you describe your starter's performance today?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, like I said, when you're a short day rest, it's been taxed a little bit. You just got to fight, and you're going to have base runners. They did a good job of attacking. Everybody knows he throws a lot of strikes. So, guys are going to come out and attack him if they get on the barrel. We live with hits. As long as we're not walking guys, our philosophy is we're going to work ahead of guys. And so you're going to give us some hits when you throw that many strikes. That's okay. You just got to go execute when the runner's in scoring position. I thought he did a great job of that, getting those battles, making a strikeout, getting an out pitch, and just minimizing damage.
Yeah.
4 different pitchers. Was there something specific that you guys were looking for from the pitchers, or were you just trying to work it out?
Yeah, I mean, we always have a game plan going into it. We knew Smitty was probably the most rested of the pen that we wanted to use, and so he linked it out. But he definitely got tired of that last inning. Liked the matchup with Yearwood. I only want to go really one with Coop, obviously we went 1 1/3, and so you kind of had the plan going to it. And so you just in the moment you play matchups, you play feel, and find a way to get it done.
You also mentioned the four home runs that we saw. So we saw from 3 different pitchers. 3 different batters. Manny with 2 out of the gate to set the tone for the game.
Yep.
How do you think that carried over throughout the whole tournament?
Yeah.
Also with responding to each inning.
Yeah, I mean, for us, that's the dangerous of our lineup. Anybody can get you an 8-point time. Obviously, the ballpark was playing small tonight as well, but there were some really big swings. Probably no matter what the wind's doing, 3 of them for sure easily getting out. But that's just the danger of our lineup. You just if you leave a pitch over the middle, they got a chance to go change the score with 1 swing, and so that's what makes our lineup really dangerous. And so it just taxes that pitcher out there, right? He gets a couple outs, and all of a sudden you relax for 1 minute, and boom, the next guy gets you, or all of a sudden the 8-hole gets you, right? So when the guy that just tied the most home runs in school history is hitting in the 8-hole, you get a lot of power in your lineup. So that's a good sign.
Yeah, you mentioned that Chase Mora tying the record. It's an incredible achievement for him. How do you feel for him, and how do you guys feel for him?
Yeah, it was outstanding, right? We knew it was going to happen for him. As I told him right there, now it's time to go break it and go do it hopefully tomorrow and go make it happen. And so, he didn't have a real good night before that, and finally got locked into a really good pitch, got one hanging, and hit it to the softball field. So yeah, it's what he does, right? He battles, and anytime you're tying Paul Goldschmidt with a record, you're in pretty good shape there in the history books.
Coach, Jacquet made a great catch in left field to save the run to keep the game tied, and then his next at bat he comes up and sends it over to center field. What do you think about that, and what does that say about him and his mentality?
Yeah, he's a winner. He's a winner. He goes makes a great play in left. What people don't know, he's not really a naturally left fielder. He's only been playing for a couple of years, so that was a big play by him. And then hit a ball after that. But baseball works that way, right? You go make a great defensive play and come on and take a good swing. And so you got to build off your momentum personally with the team's momentum. And so, he's a great player, and he made 2 really good plays in a matter of about 10 minutes.
So the team did a great job at responding and making sure that they were up. What do you look forward to this weekend, or what are you looking for from the guys to, I guess, basically make the game a little more better for us?
Yeah, it's going to be a grind tomorrow. We got 2 games going. They're competing like crazy. Everybody's going to be kind of on short rest on both sides. And so, like I told the staff, especially the pitching staff, we're going to use a lot of guys tomorrow. I hope not. I hope somebody throws a shutout. You don't see that happening with guys on short rest. And Tovar's going to be on 2 days rest, short rest. And so you just got to have guys that step in the moment that, we can't close Coop every time and throw Smitty every time. So those guys are here in a Bobcat uniform for a reason. So they got to be ready to go tomorrow. And then I think it's a big day for the offense tomorrow, knowing that, if you can get up on teams and put teams away, it allows that. But if you make it too big of a deal, then it puts pressure on the offense. So you just go play your game. When your number's called, you go execute and believe in what your work is done. We talk about getting prepared all the time, and you build your confidence off of your preparation. And so these guys are prepared, so ready to go watch them be confident tomorrow and go get a win, and hopefully two.
Win and your performance today.
I don't really like to talk about myself, but I would say that's a great team win. Everybody had good at-bats. I just think, got my pitch and was able to do what I did. I give thanks to God for that. I mean, been struggling a little bit, but been sticking with it and understanding that I got a team behind me and just trying to do, give myself that kind of credit of understanding that I got these guys and they got me too. So understanding that if I just do a job, the other people behind me will do it as well. So.
And what was the message from the coach entering today's game? Obviously, it's your 20th win, so how important was it for y'all to get that over the line?
I mean, we kind of don't pay attention to the record at all, really. I would say coming in, it's a little different week, obviously playing on a Thursday, so, some guys might be fatigued, stuff like that, but, nobody complained. Everybody took it full on, and I think that's why we got the dub. Just no complaining at all. Went right to it, got to work.
Nice. And
Yes,
one final question. Chase Mora, obviously tying the school record for home runs. How do you feel for that guy? What's your relationship with him?
I mean, I love the guy. I mean, I was here over the summer, did some rehab. The first guy I was around, so I think it's very well deserved. God did his big one with that one. So just glad he got to, experience that at home, and hopefully he gets a break here at home as well. That would be awesome.
Hello, Chase. Obviously, first of all, how does it feel to tie the record of Paul Goldschmidt?
Feels great, but the job's not done.
Yeah, thank you. So, Stuart kind of mentioned here, like, you guys don't really pay attention to the records or anything like that. How is it that y'all have developed this mentality of one game at a time?
I mean, it's like Trout always says, you got to go winning's hard. So we got to take it one game at a time, one pitch at a time, and not worry about the results, or if the records come up, they come up. You just keep grinding, because we know at the end of this season we want to do bigger things than just break records.
Nice. And obviously one big play there at the end, Stewart with the home run and the catch. How big was his moments here today for y'all?
Awesome. That catch was huge. It got all the momentum back in our dugout coming in, and I mean, you saw what happened. I mean, we ended up scratching 3 there to kind of put the game away. So I mean, it's huge, just keeping the momentum in our dugout and getting it out of theirs.
Also, Trout mentioned that today was a very gutsy performance from the pitching staff. How do you think the pitchers did today?
Oh, amazing. I mean, they just go in there and fill up the zone, trust us to play D behind them, and that's all you can ask out of them.